Hello, oh my world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I believe you had a wonderful day because I did. I welcome everyone to this live stream. It's been a while, actually. A lot has been going on, but thank God I'm here now. And I have missed you guys. I hope you missed me as well. I did. I did miss you. Welcome, welcome. Now, today I'm going to be starting a series, and that series is about communication. I teach English, I teach people how to communicate. And today I'm starting a series about communication because I found out that the major problem that we are facing today is lack of communication skills. Now, the Bible says something that a man who is who is good with words. I've forgotten how it's written, but it said a man who is good with words is a perfect man. Meaning the perfection we are all looking for is in your communication, not in your physique, not in your eyes, not anywhere, but your communication. So, how you communicate tells who you are. A lot of people think, oh, I want to be perfect. They do body surgery, they do a lot. I don't have any problem with that. People want to look beautiful. However, that doesn't make you perfect. If you want to be perfect, even after doing every other thing, putting on earrings, putting on makeup, wearing the nicest clothes, the most beautiful hair, very important. But if your communication is not seasoned, you are still not complete. All right, imagine for a moment you seeing a very beautiful girl, like the girl is looking so cute, and you are like, wow, this girl is beautiful. At the end of the day, you approach the girl being a man and you just want to woo her, and all you heard was, get out! Who are you? And the person is so rude and cannot speak correct English, not just correct English, the person cannot communicate properly, the beauty just evaporates. The beauty just goes, and you're like, oh no, this girl is beautiful, but she has a bad character. Why do people say people have bad character? Their communication, the way they speak, their public speech. So, for you to be able to connect, today I'll be talking about how you can connect to people through communication. And when you're able to connect to people, then you can be able to pass your information properly. There would be a, successful communication. So, first of all, what you need to do is to connect. You need to connect. When it comes to communication, you need to connect. You need to connect. I can see Anna, I can see Ray, I can see Minoru. Welcome. Senior Lion, welcome, 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 everybody. Now, for you to be able to pass your information, you need to connect. A lot of people are not interested in connecting, they just want to talk. They want to be the one talking. No, you're not doing yourself a favor because you can be talking, yet no one is getting what you're talking about. That brings me to saying that talking is not same as communication. Talking is not same as communication. A lot of people just like talking. They just talk. And some persons, when they see them, she's coming again. she's coming to tack again. No, you shouldn't be that person. You should be the person who is willing to communicate at every point in time. You don't just open your mouth to talk. Be very intentional. This life is too short. I tell my students, this life is too short for you not to be intentional. You have to be intentional with your communication. Now, when you're just talking, it doesn't mean you're communicating. How do you communicate? How do you make people understand you? How do you make people hear you? There's a particular way. It is a skill. It is a skill for people to understand you. You need the skill of communication. And I'm going to just talk about two things you need when you want to communicate with people. Don't just go talking, oh, I did this, I did that. It's not about you. You know, the world, everybody's about themselves. Everyone in the world is about themselves. The only person who came to die for us is Jesus Christ. That was the only person. Everyone is about themselves. So, for you to be able to communicate with people, knowing full well, rather, that everyone is about themselves, you need to first of all appease them. Otherwise, you will just be talking. You know, a lot of people, when you're talking to them, they just say, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. They didn't hear nothing, they didn't hear anything. They just wanted to say, yeah, 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 yeah. For you to hear, for them to hear you, you have to put their interest first. How do you do that? Who can guess in the comments? I'm waiting. How do you do that? Welcome, Comfort. Welcome, welcome, Lady Lady Zona from Ghana. Welcome. I welcome all of you. Welcome, Stinky. Welcome. Now, how do you do that? For people to be able to hear you, you need to first win them because everyone is all about themselves. I tell you. So for you them to hear you, you're talking to your husband and you look as if he's not listening. You're talking to your fiance, you're talking to your children, you're talking to your co-workers, you're talking to people, and it's as if no one is listening because you are all about yourself. It was all about you all this while. The moment you make it all about them, in a way, you'll be able to pass your information. How? Empathy. Empathy. The word empathy, EMPATHY, empathy. So for them to be able to hear you, you need empathy. Empathy is about you listening to them and understanding them from their point of view. You know, a child, for instance, just want to play. Oh, mommy, and you were busy. And you just want to tell them, go clean up your room. Just go clean up your room. Your room is messy. That child is not going to hear you. All they can see or they can hear is that you are all about yourself. You are all about yourself. If you haven't followed, click the follow button. So you're all about yourself. So they won't hear you. So that's why when you say, go clean up your room, or you're talking to someone, your sister, your sibling, your brother, your husband, it could be those that are affiliated with you. You were all about yourself all this while. That's why they didn't listen. But if you had said, oh, Gabriel, I can see you playing. Oh my word. I would like to join you in your play. But first, you need to go clean up your room. Or if you cannot join them in playing, acknowledge the fact that, oh, I like the way you're playing. It's so nice, but be careful, you might hurt yourself. Now, you have first of all acknowledged them. And because you have done that, they will be willing to listen to you. For example, you want to tell your husband something, you are hurt. Oh, why didn't he buy me flowers? Today is going to be war. Why didn't he buy me flowers? What you have to do is first acknowledging. A lot of people are lazy. It's laziness. They don't want to acknowledge people because they are lazy. It's actually laziness. You don't want to acknowledge people before you pass your own information. You are being selfish. That's the highest form of selfishness because you just want to pass your information. It's all about you, so you don't care. Oh, you didn't buy me flowers. Why didn't you buy me flowers? Everybody, no, 1,000 times no. The first thing you have to do is to acknowledge them. Oh, my darling, I know that you've been very busy lately, and I saw that you bought this and you bought that, you went here, you went there. However, I noticed that you didn't get me flowers. You have first of all acknowledged them. And because you have done that, you have shown empathy. Now that you have shown empathy, they will be willing to listen to you. They will be willing to listen to you. And this works all the time. Can you try tonight or tomorrow morning? It works all the time. When you first off acknowledge someone, the person will be willing to give you their ears because everyone is selfish. Everyone is about themselves. That's the truth. Don't say you are different. You are the same. We are all the same human beings. We are all the same. And because we are all the same, we first off want to have our needs met. Yeah. So if you're not having my needs met, I'm not going to listen. That is human being for you. So first off, before you start complaining, listen to the need of that person. That's your child that's always wanting to play, wanting attention. Give them the attention and then pass your information. The moment you do that, you have won their heart. It could be your boss. You say, oh, my boss, I noticed that you've been very busy and I can see what you're doing for us in this organization. You did this, you did that. Well done. Before passing your information, empathy is the key. And that's what a lot of people lack. And that's because of laziness. If you don't want to show empathy, you're lazy. You just want to go straight to the point. You just want to go straight to the point. And for a man and a woman, you understand when a man just wants to go straight to the point and you don't want to beat around the bush. The woman wants you to beat around the bush by getting flowers, getting this and getting that before she starts listening. Every human is like that. So you need empathy to communicate. You want to correct your workers at work. The first thing you need to do is to first of all acknowledge them. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. However, this and this is what I want you to correct. Empathy is very important when it comes to communication. For you to make sure that your message is understood, you need to first off connect. Connect. How do you connect? You connect by showing empathy. I'm going to be saying this again and again. Showing empathy. The moment you're able to show empathy, that's all you need. You will connect to whoever. For example, I'm talking to you now. Let me show you some empathy. I know you've had a very busy day and maybe probably things did not work perfectly as you wanted them to. But don't worry. Tomorrow is another day. Don't worry, everything will be fine. But I would like to tell you that you need to learn communication skills. So first of all acknowledge you. The need of every human on earth is the need to be appreciated, to be seen, to be heard. That your child, your husband, whoever that is grumbling today is because you've never acknowledged them. Your sister, your sibling, your boss, whoever. The reason why they are where they are is because you've not been acknowledging them. You've not been acknowledging them. So that's why that child is grumbling. I'm a mother, and I understand when I acknowledge my child and when I don't, the result I get. Now, when I acknowledge them, oh, I can see you're playing, you're having fun, you're painting. However, you need to tidy up your room. By the time I acknowledge it, they say, yes, yes, mommy, we're painting. Oh, so beautiful. Well done. However, you need to tidy up your room now. And you see, they are willing to listen because you have acknowledged them. Now, imagine if I just go and meet them. Get up, tidy up your room now. You just show to them that I don't value you. Your feelings don't matter. Whatever you're doing is inconsequential. Whatever you're doing is not important. Mine is the most important one. You need to go do them now. No, you must acknowledge your spouse. You want to say something that is hurting you. First of all, acknowledge them because in their head, they might be thinking that they're doing something right, but to you, they are not. So you have to acknowledge the fact that you see that they're making effort before you start complaining. So, communication for you to win anybody, anyone, you need to understand empathy. Listen, listen. Don't just listen to reply. A lot of people, when they are listening, they just want to reply, they just want to say something. No, don't just listen to reply. Listen to what they are saying. Welcome, 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 Nettie. Welcome, Sammy. Welcome, all of you. Karasu, welcome. Welcome, Zara. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, we are talking about communication. I welcome all of you. If you have any question, because I'm rounding up, if you have any question, do well to ask. Connection is the bedrock of effective communication. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Matty. Welcome, Fahaf. Welcome, Zara. Welcome, Alison. If you have any question, I want you to ask. So, connection is the bedrock to communication. First off, you need to listen. Listen, show empathy, put yourself in someone else's shoes before communicating. It is very important. That way, you can win anybody. If you're not joined in, if you've not followed this channel, do well to do that. Welcome, welcome, Mom. Welcome, Zara. Welcome. So, you need to first win them before they can listen to you. Before I listen to anybody, you know yourself. Before you listen to anybody, you need to know if they have your best interest at heart. Otherwise, you're not going to listen. Otherwise, you're not going to listen. I would like you to ask your questions about communicating successfully. Empathy is the key. Empathy. Welcome, 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 Mary. Welcome, every one of you. Empathy is the key to great communication. If you don't understand empathy, I'd like you to go study about empathy. Don't just allow it to be about you all the time. All the time, you want it to be about you. No, no. You have more to offer. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be appreciated. So before you communicate, first of all, tell them I can see you by acknowledging them. Tell them I can see you by validating them. Tell them I can feel you. When they share their feeling, doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense to you, know that they are human beings. They feel differently from you because they were trained or raised, or their personality is different from yours. So tell them you can hear them, you can see them. Before you communicate, you tell them what you want to tell them. Diane, I can see you, Droll. I can see you. Welcome, welcome. Do well to follow us. So I said talking is not communication. Communication is different, totally different from talking. You need to connect. You need to connect to communicate. You need to connect to correct. So whilst talk about is one way, just words, just speech, just words, just speech. Communication is connecting. Communication is two-way. It doesn't just see you talking, it sees the other person. You want to hear the other person's point of view. What do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about what we're saying? So that is communication. You don't just talk and you're done. No. What do you have to say? That's what I'm telling you now. If you have any question, ask in the comment section. And that is communication. When I see your questions, I know that I'm communicating with you. However, if you don't ask question, it means that you understand. I can as well say, do you have anything to say? So communication is two-way thing. It's two-way. Stop trying to be the boss authoritarian. It's a two-way thing. You need to put the person as you need to see that other person as important. You need to know that this person, no matter how small, is like me. I'm a human. He's a human. There's nothing so special about you. There is nothing so special. You are special, yes, but you are not better than anyone. You might be more educated. You might have more resources, but you're not better than anyone. If that person know what you know, that person will be where you are. So you need to understand that and always see that person as yourself. That's why the Bible saying, love your neighbor as yourself. Don't see people less. Never, 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 never see anybody less. Even if it's your child that is 1 year old, never see them less. Talk more of a full grown human. Oh, because the person doesn't have money, the person is not worthy, then who are you to talk? No, that person has feelings just like you. The person has blood flowing through their veins just like you. The person feels down just like you. The person goes through a lot just like you. The same way you are hurt and you want to talk down on the person, same way that person might have been hurt by someone else. So before you communicate, let the person know that I can see you, I can hear you, I acknowledge you, but this is what I have to say. Don't just go hitting at anyone. No, no. You need to have empathy. Empathy. If everyone has empathy in this world, the world will be a peaceful place. If you can feel the pain of someone, something can happen to someone and the person is crying and you're like, well, why are you crying? That might not be painful to you, but it's painful to the person because of the person's personality. There's some other thing that will happen to you and you are crying and you're sad and the person is like, why is she sad? Because you are both different. So don't use yourself to judge someone else. We are all different. Different. We are all different. Like the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I cannot say, why are you not acting like the nose? Why? Why are you not breathing, eye? Why are you not breathing? You should be breathing. And the nose, why are you not seeing? No. That's why you should understand with the eye. Oh, this is an eye. It was meant to see. You should understand with the nose. Oh, that little one that doesn't see, the nose doesn't see because it's not an eye. So, same is everyone around you, your brother, your sister. You are not the same. You are not. God doesn't create that way. God doesn't. He doesn't create that way. So, you need to understand that your twin brother is not like you. Your twin sister is not like you. You are different. So, show empathy when communicating. When you have that, you will have a successful communication all the time. All this fights here and there, war. You see, the war in the world today is because of communication. So the war you are going through is because of lack of intelligence, lack of skill. You don't have skillful. If you're someone that is always getting into a fight, you should know that you lack the skill of communication. Don't say they hate you. Don't say they don't like you. No, 1,000 times no. Myself, I was once like that. I felt, oh, this person, but I actually recognize that, oh, it is a skill of communication that I lacked that was getting me into trouble. Give me a like, give us a like, and follow our channel, follow our page. The governor, I see you. So you need to understand that everyone is different. And if you're always fighting with everyone around you, you lack the skill of communication. Make people feel heard. If someone says something, make them understand that you heard them. Now, you might not agree with everything that everyone said. Of course, you might not agree with everything that everyone says. However, listening to them is as important. So you might not agree with what they're saying. Governor, I can see you. Welcome. You might not agree with what everyone is saying, but you need to hear them out. Now, there'll come a time where they're going to say, what do you think? If they don't say it is fine, but if they would like to hear what you think about it, do well to listen. Do well to tell them your mind. Now you say, oh, I understand what you're saying. I understand you're a bit frustrated. I understand this and this is happening to you. However, this is what I think. So don't be a rush to always reply. First of all, hear the person out. Listen to understand, not to reply. Show empathy. Use body language. All right, the right body language. When someone is talking to you, you're on your phone, it doesn't tell well of you. Use the right body language. Yeah, this is where I come to a close. I believe you learned something today. Don't forget to follow us. I'll see you again in my next live. I really enjoyed myself. I don't know about you. I did. I did enjoy myself. Zara, thank you for joining us. Governor, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'll see you in my next live. Bye for now.